Silencing the guns in Africa is one of the flagship initiatives of the Africa Union's Agenda 2063. The aim is to achieve an integrated, prosperous and peaceful Africa driven by its own citizens and representing a dynamic force in the international arena as envisioned in the UN's 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development. Sudan is a member state of RECSA, Regional Center on Small Arms, which has been suffering from internal conflicts for more than 30 years. Since 2019, Sudan started a new journey and it is moving in the right direction, joining the international community in promoting peace and security. Countries that have been greatly affected by the use of small arms and light weapons have come up with initiatives, measures to address the effects that come along with the use of these weapons, among them terrorism and economic instability. This is in line with RECSA's sole mandate on the fight against small arms and light weapons, illicit proliferation as stipulated in the Nairobi Protocol. Sudan has experienced firsthand the effects of increased trafficking of small arms and light weapons, with tribal conflicts breaking out and causing economic and social instability.
كنت يعني ما شاء الله وبكر عيني وبعضايق تامي والحمد لله يعني كنت بمشي برا كده على بسفيفة وبيجي المدينة جوا قدر الله وما شاء حصل الحادث اتعوقت اهو في عربية واهو اتضررت من الحرب واتضررت من الغام واهو فقدت اعضائي الاثنين وهسه بقيت قاعد على الكرسي يعني.
In 2016, through a presidential order, the Supreme Committee for Collecting Firearms and Unlicensed Vehicles was formed to come up with solutions on how to handle the increasing number of illegal firearms in the hands of civilians. It was mandated to collect illegal weapons and combat all security threats in all states of Sudan, confiscate vehicles and machinery that enter the country from the neighboring countries illegally, form a subcommittee to implement the mandate and seek assistance from whomever it deemed appropriate. The committee implemented its mandate in 4 phases. Phase 1, initiation and public awareness. Phase 2, political awareness and media work. Phase 3, voluntary disarmament. And Phase 4, forceful disarmament. The first 3 phases were successfully implemented, during which the Supreme Committee engaged all stakeholders that included NGOs, women, youth, and traditional leaders. This process included signing peace agreements with the rebel leaders.
وبكل شقيها هي محتاجة للأمن. ما لم يكن هنالك أمن ما في تنمية على الإطلاق وما في تطور للبلد. والدليل على ذلك الآن نحن والله مكتفين وقاعدين كل مشاكلنا جديات. بنحل الجديات لأن ده قتله، ده نهبه، ده شالوا حقه، ده موضوعنا كذا. الحكومة كل ما لها هدرته في التصالحات، في التعمير الشلة اللي تهدم في الحرب وفي كده. عشان كده أنا والله شخصياً كمواطن من مواطني هذه البلد بطالب بشدة والله أن السلاح يستخدم استخدام سليم، وفي حالة ما يستخدم استخدام سليم أنه جمع أولى.
It's important to note that the disarmament, demobilization and reintegration DDR process contributed in the success of the 3 phases above. Through the involvement of the stakeholders in the entire process, the Supreme Committee has been able to collect and destroy 300,000 illegal firearms. In addition, 200,000 of assorted firearms are in the armory awaiting destruction. Furthermore, 2,000 four-wheel vehicles owned by civilians and suspected to be used for transporting these illegal firearms have been bought and handed over to the military for use.
احنا في اللجنة العليا لجمع السلاح والعربات غير المقننة عددنا خطة كبيرة جدا لجمع السلاح من المواطنين في السودان للوصول إلى سودان آمن وخالي من السلاح وسودان مستقر. قمنا في خطة جماعة السلاح قسمنا الخطة إلى مراحل. المرحلة الأولى كانت مرحلة التهيئة، ثم مرحلة الإعلام، ثم مرحلة التوعية، وثم مرحلة الجمع الطوعي. وفي هذه المراحل نحن جمعنا 300 ألف قطعة بتاعت سلاح من المواطنين.
الحملة مستمرة في جمع السلاح، وفعلا يعني الناس تواجه صعوبات كثيرة جدا بالنسبة لظروف البلد اللي فيها من الضائقة الاقتصادية وعدم الوقود والمشاكل اللي بتواجهنا من ناحية لوجستية، لكن احنا مصرين انه نحن لازم نجمع السلاح من ايدي المواطنين، لان السلاح ده سبب المشاكل وسبب الحروب والقبلية وسبب المشاكل كلها هو السلاح.
Successful implementation of the three phases and above has resulted in decrease in crime rate and tribal conflicts, increasing in economic growth, and the number of voluntary return of refugees and displaced persons to their villages. Although the committee realized tremendous at three phases, there is still approximately 8 million pieces of unlicensed firearms in the hands of civilians. The first three phases were fully funded by the government of Sudan. The last phase requires mobilization of financial, technical, and human resources. The Supreme Committee for Collecting Firearms and Unlicensed Vehicles, in collaboration with the REXA, is calling upon all partners in the fight against proliferation of illicit firearms to support collection and subsequent destruction of 8 million illicit firearms, which are still in the hands of civilians. These collaborative efforts will hasten the fight against the illicit proliferation of small arms and light weapons, sustainable peace and security, respect for human life, and economic stability, not only in Sudan, but also in the entire region.